Hi there, today we're going to practice rounding to the nearest 10. So rounding helps us estimate about how much a number is. So for instance, if I had the number 7, on our number line, there are what is called benchmark numbers. 0 is a benchmark, 10 is a benchmark, 20 is a benchmark. Anywhere where it's got a 0 is a benchmark number. And we can use those numbers, 0 and 10, or 10 and 20, or 20 and 30, and so on, to help get us close to what our number is worth. It's not exactly the amount, but it's close to it. So here we have the number 7. And the question is it closer to the amount of 10, or is it closer to 0? If we look here, we're only 3 hops, 1, 2, 3 hops to 10, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hops all the way to 0. So we're closer to 10. Now, there's another special number here, and this is the 5. The 5, any number ending with 5, 15, and those are called the midway numbers. So we have benchmarks and midways. And if your number happens to be a 5 or above a 5, you go up to the next higher benchmark. If it's below 5, so if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, you're going to go down to the 0 before that. So if we look at the number 7 here, it's above our benchmark of 5, and it's closer to our 10. So if we were to round our number 7, we would round it to the number 10. That's the nearest 10. It's the closest 10. I have a little rhyme for you to help you remember how to do this. So here's the rhyme. 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 and below, let it go. So for instance, if I had the number 16, we look at our number line here. Our benchmarks are 10 and 20, and our midway point is 15. 5 and above, give it a shove. If we look here in the ones, I've got a 6. Is that above 5? Yes, it is. So we have to go up. We're going to give it a shove all the way up there to 20. For 4 and below, let it go. We go back to the nearest 0, which would be the lower 10. So if we're rounding, the nearest 10 to 16 is 20. Nice work. Okay, let's try another one. How about 24? I want you to round it to the nearest 10. All right, remember our rhyme. 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 and below, let it go. If we look here in our ones, because we're always checking our ones, it's a 4. So 4 and below, let it go. We're going to go to the next lowest 10. So for 24, the nearest 10 would be 20. Because think about, for 24, the two 10s that are near it are 20 and 30. And if we were to count back, there's only 4 back this way. While we have to go all the way up to 30, we'd have to go 6 more that way. So only 4 back, 6 forward. We're going to go back to that 20. Nice job. Okay, so round 76 to the nearest 10. Remember the rhyme. Remember what we said about the number line. Look at your ones. So what number is in our ones place on 76? That's right, 6. So we think about 5 and above, give it a shove. If it's 5, we go up. So we're going to go up to the nearest 10, the higher 10, or the lower 10? We're going to go to the higher 10. So if we think about where 76 is, the two 10s surrounding 76 are 70 and 80. So if you're rounding to the nearest 10, you're going to round up, and you're going to go to 80. So the nearest 10 for 76 is 80. All right, finally, we have a word problem here. Mike has 23 marbles, and Ryan has 14 marbles. Round to the nearest 10 and estimate who has more marbles. So let's try Mike's first. So Mike has 23. Let's round 23. If you follow the rhyme, you'll get 20, as Mike has 20. That's his closest 10. Let's do Ryan. 14, closest 10, would be the number 10. Okay, so 20 here, 10 here. If we rounded to the nearest 10 and estimate who has more marbles, who has more marbles between Mike and Ryan? That's right, Mike has more marbles. Without having to do any subtraction, we can compare and tell right away that Mike has 20, Ryan has 10. 10 is much smaller than 20, and it makes it very easy for us to estimate or figure out who has more marbles. Nice work! Today we've been practicing rounding to the nearest 10. Remember the rhyme, 5 and above, give it a shove, 4 and below, let it go. Great job, and I can't wait to talk to you more about math soon.